everyone, it's Michelle here from Novels on the Run, and this is Talking Books Tuesday number 38. Burn, it's book number 3 in the Pure series by Juliana Baggott. I've still got to read Pure and Fuse, and Burn came out on the 4th of February. It is a nice thick one, so thank you to Hatchet Australia for this one. So yeah, it's the final part in the Epic Pure trilogy. So that's that one. I might put it there. Got piles everywhere. Now, Penguin, the lovely Penguin. Tigers on the Beach. I do love this cover. It's quite interesting. Doug McLeod. I will be reading and reviewing this one. I'll quickly read the back. Have you heard the one about the guy who lost a grandfather but found a girlfriend? It's funny. It's also kind of sad, and some of the bits that are sad are also kind of funny, but only if you laugh at that sort of thing. Adam thinks Samantha could be the one for him, but first he has to sort out his parents' crumbling marriage, stop getting into embarrassing situations involving public nudity, find out what's making his Gran so angry, stop his little brother doing something really, really dangerous, and work out what's so funny about two tigers on a beach. It can't be that hard, can it? And it's not a very big book, so yeah, I do like this cover. That's Penguin, again from Penguin. Rachel Caine, who writes a fantastic, one of my favourite YA series, The Morganville Vampires, Prince of Shadows. Now, if I remember correctly, this is a sort of a take on Romeo and Juliet. Yes, quite a big one, and lovely embossed writing. So yeah, I'm going to give that one a go. This one is heavy. I'm talking heavy. This is, I think, going to be a tearjerker. This star won't go out. Esther's got thyroid cancer, and this is essentially her journal. Now, just reading John Green, The Fault in Our Stars, with Our Stars. He does the introduction to this, and I've already read a bit of the introduction, and now that's just enough to... This is full of, like, her letters. Needless to say, I did jump to the end, just because I had to know something. It's just full of photos. Yeah, it's gonna be sad, but yeah, it's just all very personal, her stuff. So yes, hubby says he wants to read this one too, but yeah, it's gonna be a sad one. Esther Earl, introduction by John Green. Now, I was very lucky to get the official illustrated movie companion for Vampire Academy. Now, I might put it up today, but it's for Australia only, but I've got 5 double passes to give away from the lovely Caroline at Studio Canal. So, yeah, I'll show you some of the lovely photos in this. Oh, that one's a bit frightening. I've got Rosa. What else we got? Then, oh, here we go. Dimitri and Rosa doing some training. So yeah, I'm going to be sitting down and going through this one with my daughter, actually. There we go. There's Dimitri and Rosa. I love this series so much. And now I'm on the Bloodline series. Yep, here's some more training with Rosa and Dimitri. So that's for us. We get that on the 6th of April, I think. So thank you to Penguin. Now this is from... Oh no, I'll do this next. I'm going to keep my piles in order with my... Oh, by the way, the Star won't go out, came out the 28th of January. Prince of Shadows came out the 4th of February. And Tigers on the Beach comes out the 1st of March. Alright, now, Bloomsbury. Before we met, I hadn't heard of this one, and Bloomsbury Australia sent me this, Lucy Whitehouse. The blurb on the back simply says, a whirlwind romance, a perfect marriage. Hannah Riley has seized her chance of happiness until the day her husband fails to come home. So, yeah. So it doesn't really say any more than that. So I'll see what that one's all about. Now, Marianne Curley. This is the Avena series. This is number 2. Hidden was number 1. I haven't read Hidden yet. I'm going to read these two together. And I was speaking to Jessica over at her blog yesterday. Oh gosh, can't think of it. The name of it. She does all urban fantasy mainly, and in America. And she's said that they don't get this one till November. So we're lucky. We get this one releases the 1st of March. So yeah. And this one released on the 21st of January. So yeah, I'm going to read those together. There's Hidden on the back there. So don't miss it. Okay, now Monica Seles, the tennis player, she has got the Academy series, and Game On was number 1, which I haven't read. There we go. And this is Love Batch, again from Bloomsbury. This one comes out on the 25th of February, so only little. So yeah, she's writing what she knows best, tennis, so becoming a writer. Now, The Last Shot. I do like these covers. The writing all swirls around, and you can actually sit there reading all the bits as they go. Michael Adams. Now, this one is The Last Girl, series number 2, and I read The Last Girl and I liked it. So I'm hoping the things that I wanted to sort of see more of in his writing are in this one. And I did catch someone yesterday on Facebook saying they were reading it and they said it was awesome. It's an apocalyptic read, and yeah, again, another big book. So that's from Michael, and that one comes out in March. Just says March on Goodreads, so I don't know the actual date. Now, this one I'd not heard of, The One and Only Jack Chant, and it's a very shiny cover by Rosie Barella. And I'll read the back out because the cover's not really giving a lot away. 16-year-old Amber never expected to find romance while working in an old people's home, but then Jack Chant is not what she expected either. He's young, exciting and enigmatic, and deeply troubled by something that happened in his past, something he can't quite remember. Gradually, Amber suspects that Jack's past might be a whole lot further back in time than he realises. He is solid flesh and blood, or just some... Is he solid flesh and blood, or just some kind of dream fantasy? A sweetly romantic coming-of-age story in which Amber learns more than most teens about getting old, falling in love and letting go. And that one, again, just says March. And both of these are Allen and Unwin as well. Okay, here goes my pile. Okay, now, Shadow Me is the series, but now on Goodreads, the 3rd book in the series, Ignite Me, actually calls it the Juliet Chronicles. So I don't know if it's had a series change name. So Shadow Me's number 1, Destroy Me's 1.5, and Ravel Me's number 2, which I've yet to read, but I deliberately wanted to read 2 together. Well, now I've got novellas as well, and Fracture Me is 2.5. But you can buy Destroy Me and Fracture Me together, called Unite Me, just to make things more difficult, to Hera Murphy. So yeah, and there's Unravel Me on the back, and well, there's a different Shadow Me cover too, to the one that I got. The one I got was the white one with the girl walking. Now, I didn't read the first one of this, Marissa did, and the first one is A Corner of White, and it's the Colours of Madeline series, and this one's the Cracks in the Kingdom, and this one comes out on the 25th of March by Jocelyn Moriarty, and this is from Pan Macmillan. So yeah, I don't actually know what the first one's about because I didn't read it. Marissa did. Now, I just want to tell you about a couple of digitals that I've just read. I've just read Bomb. Now, I don't know if I've spoken about J.A. Huss's series before, the Rook and Ronan series, trilogy, but then she's done the spin-off of Ford's character and Spencer's character, and J.A. will say you don't need to read the others to read the spin-off, but I highly recommend you start from the start, because Spencer and Ford feature in the first part of the series, and I just think there's just too much to miss with their personalities. But being the author, she is right, you can read them stand alone. But yeah, I just think that's the whole reason there was a spin-off, is because of these guys, and that's because everyone loved them in the first Rook and Ronan series. So it is for mature readers because it's very smexy, but I love it because it's quite different, and it's very, very clever, like very clever. Aussie authors, Fighting Redemption, Kate McCarthy. Oh, if you haven't read it, bring your tissues. Like seriously, bring your tissues, because it's Afghanistan, and it's I can't talk about it. I haven't written my review yet, and I just can't talk about it because it's just And Tears of Tess, Pepper Winters. If you want something dark, and when I say dark, I'm talking really, really dark, for me anyway. But I love the writing, and Tears of Tess is number 1, and Quintessentially Q is number 2, and Quintessentially Q is even darker. I highly recommend them. I think Pepper Winter is quite a legend at writing dark. I mean, I do like Aliyah the Romig with the Consequences series trilogy, which really did my head in, because I read all 3 books, which came out one a year in 1 week, and and also I've read Raw this week, another Australian author, Bella Ora, who's from Adelaide, where I'm originally from, South Australia, and that's a dark read too, like very dark. And his name's Twitch. So, and I love all their unique names. And now Branded, I've shown Branded before, the Dystopian. I read it, the first 10 pages when it was very young in its writing, and I could tell straight away that this was going to be a brilliant book. Well, Stacey Donaghy is Canadian, who is the agent for Jay Crownover and K.A. Tucker, just to name a couple, has now signed these 2 girls on, Abby Kettner and Missy Kalicki. And I always knew this book was going to happen. Well, now they've got an agent, and K.A. Tucker is now published. And who was her agent? Stacey. And Jay, who's her agent? Stacey. And she's published, so I will bet anything that these girls will get published. And they're just doing some edits now on it. But Branded, the Dystopian, I'm doing a re-release of a cover makeover later this afternoon. But yes, so those girls, congratulations, being up there with Jay. Oh, same agent. Ooh, wave the pom-poms. So I've spent half the night reading. That's probably why I look a bit tired. I've got the bags, etc. Because I read Bomb and something else last night, and I was finishing something else off last night as well. But reading Fighting Redemption the night before, dearie me. So, I highly recommend it. And when I told Kate, I said, "Oh, you made me cry like a baby," she laughed. She's the author. But okay, that's it. So have a great week of reading, and could be back soon. Okay, bye.